Starts to suck on the hose to siphon
sucks the
gas
shit.
out of the mobile
You suck the shit
home.
out. You suck the shit out.
It's the sewage tank. And police were called to respond to this man who was just vomiting on the side of the road next to a mobile home, just puking shit. Why don't you have a cool name? Why don't you ever sign in with something cool? Do you get to? Or is it just because I'm the ghost I get to make my name up every time?
I can put whatever name I want. I just put Jamie. It's already there.
Did I say ghost or guest? I'm the guest host. I'm a ghost.
Yeah, I don't know. You're the one that puts... And some of my work was like, who's polyamorous
paranoid?
Pete? I think it was Poltergeist Pete.
Poltergeist Pete. That's
I don't
me,
know. I'm
dude.
sorry.
Hi.
I'm the party. I'm the problem. It's me.
I'm the poltergeist. It's me.
All right, cheers.
Hey, cheers, dude.
You cantaloupe.
I don't... I can too elope, dude. Watch me.
Do you think you're going to elope? Do you think instead of a wedding?
Nah, probably not. I think I'd get in trouble for that.
Where do you think your wedding will be? Vegas?
Probably here.
Steamboat
No, I
Springs?
just read an article that no one's going to Vegas anymore.
Why?
It's too expensive, dude.
Everywhere's too expensive.
People can't afford to go to Vegas. They're like charging, $400 a night, and slot machines you used to put quarters in or put, nickels and dimes into. Now you got to put quarters in them and stuff like that.
It's way more than
This
that.
economy, man.
I feel like, have you been to Vegas?
Not since I was like 10 or 12.
Yeah. As you're like, I don't think you've been able to put quarters in for years.
Well, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like it was bad then. I can't even imagine how bad it is now.
It's the
But
terrorists.
it's really
dude.
funny. They're saying that millennials are ruining Vegas
Why?
because we don't have any money.
None of us have money.
That's why we're
Boomers don't
ruining
have money
Vegas. It's
either.
not
Whatever.
they're blaming it on the fact that we're too poor to go as the reason why Vegas is dying.
Speaking of millennials,
Okay.
I'd like you to welcome, I would say that most of the people that listen are millennials, and I'd like to welcome all you and congratulate you on being deemed the drunkest generation of all time.
That can't be real.
What do you mean?
There's
That's
just
what I
more
heard.
of us.
You think so?
Yeah,
We're just
for
we're
sure.
drinkers. All the young kids don't really drink that much. Either they lie
Well,
about
the
it.
young kids, yeah. I mean, yeah, you're trying to tell me that like Betty, who shows up to the bar 5 out of the 7 nights of a week and puts down more than 5 glasses of fucking Cabernet and then drives home, like she's from the baby boomer generation and she like is just not, she doesn't get factored into those stats. I'm calling bullshit.
Also, you're a fucking narc. You just like name drop someone that comes to your
It's not
bar.
a real person,
Okay.
but like I'm literally just hypothetically thinking of people that like, oh yeah, that person, fucking Debbie.
Can you back off from the mic a little bit? You're giving me a little feedback.
Little
It's okay.
vibes.
It's okay.
dude.
Just give it a little. Yeah. Well,
It's
once
giving
again,
feedback.
thank you, all you millennials who decided to drink a shit ton that would make us relevant here at Horror Whiskey Company. So welcome to another wonderful episode. You know that you're our people and you are loved.
We couldn't do this without you.
I am heartwarming Jamie.
And I am passionate Pete.
That took you really long to come up with. What are you, like a dumb idiot?
What, I mean, no. Why are you so mean?
I don't know.
Heartwarming immediately out the window. You held on to it for like 30 seconds. Good fucking work, you asshole.
Why do you gotta be so mean? Why'd you get so hurt feelings, dude?
What do you mean?
Are you
You're
fragile?
just yelling at me because I'm trying to think of like another word that I could use, and all of a sudden I'm the fucking dumb
it just
idiot.
took you a long time. I'm just tugging on your trousers, dude.
Come up with one. Come up
I'm
with
just
one.
giving
Come
your
on,
panties
right
a
now.
twist.
Right now. Not
What do you want?
heartwarming, Jamie. You have to do alliteration. Come on, let's go.
Alliteration, joyful Jamie.
Wow. Okay. Problem solved.
Okay.
Point made. Fuck off. Let's keep
So-
going.
Oh wow. What are you drinking, Pete? What
Dude,
is that weird ass
I
candy
actually-
on your
It's really, it is weird, but I'm gonna get right up in there so you can see. It's fucking
put it-
Eddie, dude.
Put it over here. Oh, the Trooper, baby. Is it the
Yeah,
beer?
it's the Trooper beer. Oh, it's on this side. We got the Trooper. I guess it's kind of upside down. I don't-
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, it's a collab from Robinson Brewing in the UK.
Cool.
I don't really know a whole lot about them, but it's a collaboration that they did with Iron Maiden. It is 100% a British beer. I don't know why they like their shit so. It's not even hoppy.
Sweet?
It's just bitter.
Sweet.
No,
Is it
it's
not
just
sweet?
bitter.
I thought it was like a Newcastle. I've had that beer before, but I'm guessing they changed the can. Because I had it when it was like a black
I
can.
remember that.
How is it?
I could see this being like a brown ale or something like that, but it definitely just has way too... It's too bitter, but that's coming from a seltzy boy like me, so...
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy.
But I was in the store and I saw it and I was like, well, fuck yeah, I got to get that. It does come in a sick 4-pack, dude. Look at this bad boy, dude. Oh.
Look at that bad biscuit. Dude.
That's the trooper, dude.
I've never seen Iron Maiden. I wish I had.
I also have not seen Iron Maiden. I was going to go with my friends. This is a dumb story that I don't need to tell here, and I didn't. It's pretty much how I'm going to end the story.
Okay. I've also had that opportunity a lot where I'm supposed to go with my friends and didn't. So,
yep. I was going to go see him at Fiddler's Green. And I think that I was either working or didn't care to get off of work enough to go see them. But apparently there was a huge mechanical Eddie that was just walking around on stage, like a robot Eddie. It looked really cool. All my friends took videos and I was actually really jealous. I don't know why I didn't go see him. Plus, they have a cool plane.
Yeah, he flies it, dude.
What do they call it?
I don't remember.
It has a cool name. It's like Air Force Fun or something like that.
I just know that
it's not called that, but
Bruce Dickerson is the person that flies it. He's the pilot. Lead singer.
And you know what? I get it, but maybe he shouldn't fly it.
Like, is he's old?
Well, one, he's old, and two, like, dude, you just played like, I don't know, a 3-hour show, and whatever you did afterwards, like, maybe you shouldn't be flying your entire band across the country in this massive jet.
I assume that they don't do it right afterwards. I assume they probably like do it the next morning.
Okay, well, maybe Bruce Dickinson just like doesn't believe in hangovers, but maybe. I could see him. I also don't know. Maybe he doesn't drink. It would be even.
He's probably too old to drink now, you know?
Too old to drink? That's not a thing, dude.
They keep telling me.
I guess maybe I think the thing is maybe you drink so much that eventually you hit an age where you're not allowed to drink anymore. I think that's maybe what you're going for. Like, but I know, like we talked about, Debbie, who comes down to the bar, she is the prime example for someone who she is going to drink forever. Honestly, I think gives her life.
Yeah, there's all those like ladies that like live to 101 and they're like, a Bud Light a day is what got me here.
Ed Force One is what the plane is called.
Ed? Yeah, makes sense.
Yep. Cool. I'm glad we got there.
I got something for you.
What is it?
Ready?
Is it a fart? I thought you were going to turn around and blast me, but you just burped on me, dude.
No. All right, let's go into what I'm drinking.
Yep. What are you drinking?
I'm lame
you
today.
You do garage beer again, dude.
Garagey boys, dude. I don't have a lot of options here in Seattle.
That's all right, dude. Kelsey Bros, dude. They're literally thriving right now. They have the endorsement of Taylor Swift, so they just picked up, I would hazard to guess, like between 50 to 100 million followers in the last 24 hours.
What do they do?
Taylor was on their like live stream podcast last night and like did her new album drop on the podcast.
On New Heights?
On New Heights.
Wow. Mm-hmm. She's like, babe, why don't I drop my new album on your football podcast? All right.
Yep.
They are in love.
Good for those Kelsey boys, dude.
Yeah.
They got good beer.
I like Jason.
Yeah, I think they're both cool. Great. I don't know.
Yeah, the only reason why I don't like Travis is because he's a Chief. And I'm a Broncos
that would make
boy.
sense.
But like he's also like really nice and they're like so extremely loyal to each other that I kind of like it's hard to not like him.
Yeah. I think they're pretty likable people, I'd say.
Pretty likable people.
Them.
Yeah, they're a lot cooler than Bo Nix, the quarterback for the Broncos, who's just like, I read the Bible every day. Let's play football.
Is that real? Okay. Well, let's hope those verses can help him out on like a 3rd and 7.
All right. So also, I guess we didn't talk about our spirits. What spirits did you have?
So I am drinking pretty classic. I have Rittenhouse Straight Rye.
Ooh.
This is coming in bottled and bond. It's 100 proof again. And it's also, again, distilled by the Heaven Hill Distillery. But did you know that Rittenhouse was actually named after the Rittenhouse Square in Philadelphia? Were you aware of that?
I assume so, now that I know that where Rittenhouse is.
But it's still distilled in Kentucky. I should clarify that.
Yeah. I'm going to have to try that.
What is Rittenhouse Square?
It's an area in Philadelphia.
Okay.
That's all I know about it.
Anything cool there?
Yeah.
They got like bounce castles or something? Oh,
they have a lot of, just like there's a whole bunch of like restaurants, high-end fine dining. Like Philly's like rated like number 5 in the world, I think, for food.
For what?
or
For
maybe
food,
America.
okay.
Maybe in America, it's like it's very highly rated for a city.
For sure, I could see that. They pretty much do a couple things really well, which is riot when their teams win, make really good food, and riot when their teams lose.
Yeah.
That's what they do. And they also, they riot when they're oppressed by, countries that seem to think that they own them and they don't, apparently. So, yeah, they revolt pretty well.
Yeah. What I will say, since I spend a lot of time with people from Philadelphia, is they are easily excited and they're fiercely loyal. So it doesn't matter what it is. It could be like a birthday party.
They're like, let's go.
Let's
can't miss it. We got to drive 35 hours to make it across the country for my niece's second birthday. She's not going to remember it, but they will. Her parents will.
It's a city of brotherly love.
I guess. Yep. Good for them.
You don't know, dude. You have to come visit.
I'll make my way there eventually.
You think
assuming. So? Yeah, probably.
You should, dude.
I don't have anything else going on.
That's where I'm going to live.
I'm not a busy guy, so.
I know.
Plenty of time to go travel the country, especially top 5 in the world, according to Jamie.
I don't know if that's 100% true. That might just be what my boss told me.
What you just made up?
To convince me to work for a place in South Philly.
It's also got a hell of a TV show. Maybe the best one still running. I don't know.
It's Always Sunny.
It's Always Sunny is all I can say is wow.
Yeah.
That's how good it is.
The new season's out. I haven't watched it yet, though.
I'm so far behind. I have to be like it's probably like 5 or 6 seasons behind.
Wow.
But that's where I'm at. Anyways, what the fuck are we doing here, dude?
I don't know, dude.
This is really dumb. We're just talking and talking and talking.
All right, so you got Rittenhouse. How is it? Give her a taste.
I'll give it, yeah.
And then while you're tasting, I'll let you know that I have the same thing I always have, is my giant jug. Here's the only issue with my giant jug of Espolòn tonight is I broke the top while we were first talking. So
yeah, it was pretty. He just literally went to take the cork like he spun the top, and it just disconnected right from the cork. It was really sad, but
I gotta finish this tonight.
Bartender Pro Move just went and grabbed the wine opener. Actually, did she just pull it out?
What? I just pulled it out.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if you actually had gotten the wine opener or threatened, and she was like, I don't need that shit.
No, that's what I was going to do. I'm like, just use a wine opener. That's how we're going to get it out.
Yeah, for sure.
She corked.
Won't even need it. But anyways, Rittenhouse Rye, quite good.
Nice. Perfect.
Yeah.
It has something to do with Philadelphia that we don't know about.
Yep.
Wow. What else? Where are we going with this?
It's definitely like well worthy, I would say. Like I see it in a lot of wells. And this is a pretty good whiskey for a well.
Where do you see that in wells at?
The last 2 places I've worked, actually, we run it for our well.
Table 79 and Mambo have it as a well. Good for you.
Yeah, that and Four Roses. They have a rye and a bourbon on well.
All right.
Who would have thunk it?
I think ours is Jefferson. Is our well.
That's pretty good too.
Yeah, but we're a fancy place. You are.
Did you not mention that the Rittenhouse could be an option?
I'll let them know.
Maybe it's kind of heresy for them to be like not using it. Like I think everywhere in Philly should probably have it.
Well, this is in Jersey. This isn't in Philly, but it's damn near Philly.
I get these things confused. I'm sorry for my lack of geographical knowledge.
Where I'm at, yeah, I get it. I do move around a lot. So, What are we talking about? You have any updates?
I know you're not here. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, so everyone can't get mad at me for not being there.
Some people. Only some people can get mad at you.
You guys had time to hang out with me, and you guys never did, so I just left.
Hey, that's not true.
I'll make them miss me, is what I said.
I'll make them watch this. I'll make them miss me. Anyways, you're talking about updates.
Yeah.
So I have 2 updates for us. Again, we say this almost every episode, but we do have to address a new update with the Brian Koberger incident, or him being in jail. One, apparently he's having the worst fucking time ever in jail. People are just fucking with him the whole time. They're just banging on the fucking bars and screaming at him. Yeah, he's having a really bad time.
Oh, I was beating a dead horse. That's what I was doing.
Okay. I didn't know what you were doing.
Because I was talking about Brian Koberger again. I'm like, oh.
So anyways, there is a weird new...
But give him a hard time a lot.
You gotta back up. You're getting too excited.
I know. I want to know. And now that
I know, but physically you need to back up.
All right.
So Brian Koberger has taken this guilty plea, which means that the investigation kind of doesn't really go any further. They're not looking into more. But what we are seeing is some things that are being revealed. One of the things is that a year before the incident or the murders at the University of Idaho committed by Brian Koberger, there's an incident that happens in Pullman, Washington, where Brian Koberger was going to school, where a sorority was broken into, and this girl was in her bed, and apparently this guy comes into her room, and he's wearing this dark maroon ski mask, and kind of is like moves from the doorway, comes across the room, and she's pretending she's asleep. And then right when he's about to get over her, she kicks him like right in the leg or something like that. Totally freaks this person out. He runs out of, we're going to guess it's a he. We don't know actually, but runs out of the house and disappears. But the coincidences kind of are a little bit weird here, where they're saying that it's the same way that he approached his home invasion that turned into murder when he went to Moscow, Idaho, where he went in through the back sliding door and then had dark ski mask on. They didn't find any weapons or anything. Obviously, he didn't drop anything, but they are thinking potentially that this, like 100%, this woman could have been like a victim of Brian Koberger. And I don't know if it's the first time he's done it. My guess is that from here, they're going to keep investigating other ties to where he's been, and there's strange break-ins, and who knows, like, we're seeing this guy, he is a criminology student, and from all that we can tell, he did these murders because he thought he could, but and he thought he could get away with it. But that's not saying that he's wrong. He may have actually gotten away with it at other places. That's what this thing like really like hairs on my neck. I'm like, wait, where has this guy been? Do we need to go back in time and keep tracing where his whereabouts to find out where he has traveled to see if there's crimes that are tied to unsolved things?
Well, I also don't know
similar to that
if there's anything that's that similar, or that's like an open cold case that I know of, specifically in Idaho and Washington. I don't think there's. I think we would know if there was something that's like someone broke into a sorority house or a college house, killed 2 people or 3 people with a knife and left. So I think that would already be kind of tied to him.
Maybe, right? But like now we're not seeing that this one event was maybe not an but although this is also complete conjecture, we don't actually know whether or not this was Brian Koberger. There's nothing to prove that he was here or not, but it does make you speculate on whether or not this was just a one-time thing and he got caught for it because he thought he could get away with it. Like, it would almost make more sense the other way, that maybe this isn't the first time and that's why he kept going, and he maybe even escalated to more than one person, because to go out and run a quadruple homicide on your first like murder is like your first murder spree is like pretty crazy. So he may have escalated from something before this to that where he needed more or something. I'm just speculating, but
yeah. Well, I did recently just go rewatch the documentary on Amazon, and that's it. I just recently just went and rewatched it. So it has me wondering, has there been anything about the fact that he left 2 people alive in that house?
I don't know exactly the reasons for why. I think that the HBO documentary may have mentioned it. I can't remember if it was in the HBO documentary or if it was in the podcast that I was listening to, but one of the rooms where like one of the roommates, he came into their room and then maybe she made a noise or she heard something down below and then came out and looked for him. And like, cause that's like, we have a roommate that was there that testified to seeing this guy, and then she locked her door. And I think she was probably the last one, because I would assume that he would leave the house at that point. He wouldn't continue on with something knowing that he had been spotted.
No, they were the upstairs.
Yeah. And this roommate heard him coming up the stairs, and he made it to the 3rd floor and then tried to get into this room and was locked out, I think. Wasn't that what happened?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I think that
it was that they, like the roommate saw something, but that's there's a lot of weird things about this. Is like, why would you not be calling the cops if there's someone that you don't recognize in your home?
She did call the cops right away.
Not that night.
No,
Are
they
you
did.
sure?
Yeah, they called the cops that night. Yeah, it was literally the night of, like, literally right.
I think it was the next morning.
No, it was the same night.
Okay. I could be wrong. I thought it was the next morning. And
no, I'm pretty sure. They don't really go into detail that I've seen of like why she called the cops or why he didn't murder her. I guess we'll have to wait for Netflix when they do like the cold case or the
that's
secret
the crazy
tapes.
thing is, but like we might not ever know because the trial's over. They're not going to keep, I mean, like journalists for sure will dig into this, but they don't have the same access to everything that police do. So
that's what I was saying.
As far as like they already got their guy, like there's not a whole lot of reason for them to keep digging into this. It's just more money being spent on manpower and not solving other crimes that are happening. So
yeah. As I said, Netflix has got to do it because Netflix is like always does those like lost tapes.
Yeah, exactly.
And they like go and do the tapes from prison.
Yeah, well, those ones are like 50 years old.
Yeah.
So, you know, by the time we're dying, we'll probably be able to get to see the killer talks or whatever, Brian Koberger.
I am watching the Son of Sam one right now. Like, man, have I seen this 1,000 times.
Do you think you find anything new, Jamie?
Nope.
Did you find anything new?
Nope.
No? Oh, okay.
But I heard different things that he said.
Yep. Changes the whole perspective of the case, doesn't it?
What else you got? What else is updatable?
Well, you were telling me, so I didn't know this, but accordingly, a couple months ago, we talked about James Craig, who was the crazy dentist who poisoned his wife with arsenic and like rat poison or something. We covered that. He has, as of I think just a few days ago, it was maybe even today. No, it's July 31st. So last couple weeks ago, James Craig has been found guilty and faces life in prison on just the murder charge. We should also say, like, if you go back and listen to our story, he did a bunch of other stuff, which was trying to murder the prosecuting attorney. He tried to hire someone to kill the prosecuting attorney in the case. And there was a couple other things, but all that they've really talked about so far was that he was guilty of killing his wife and he faces life in prison for that. He will 100% get that because all this other shit is so much more ridiculous. And this guy is not someone that you want back on the streets.
No,
I mean, like, dentists are in high demand right now, but I don't think we need this guy back out there.
What's that? Is that Reanimator? What's the movie with the dentist that kills Dr. Giggles? Did you ever watch that in the 80s?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as like updates, I think that's all I've got really. That case is just so ridiculous. I thank you for bringing it to our attention because I forgot about it and it's so silly. And he was like trying to pay prostitutes to come testify on his behalf and stuff like that. The whole like what a monster of a human.
Isn't he from Colorado too? Isn't it like Colorado Springs?
Denver. Yeah. No, it's like one of the suburbs of Denver. I don't know.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Anyways, let's keep the ball rolling, dude. Hell on earth.
Here we go, baby.
What do you got?
I was just reading about actually today because I didn't have a lot of time to go into it because I spent most of my time on other things to talk about. But as I always do, is I just read about murders that happened throughout the day or last week. And I stumbled upon this story called the Arkansas Hike Double Murder. And so this former elementary school teacher, Andrew James McCann, was arrested for the fatal stabbings of a couple, Clinton and Kristen Brink, during a hike at Devil's Den State Park. So the victims' two daughters escaped and sought help. Ellen allegedly confessed and DNA matched him to the scene. Investigators are now re-examining. Oh, it's a 2020 case. Also,
they're probably just finishing this up now, yeah?
Yeah. So, yes, this happened in 2020.
I do have, like, and I'm not...
Oh, no. So, I wonder if they're re-examining...
yeah.
So, are they examining a case that happened in 2020 that's linked to it?
I think that's actually what I remember seeing, because the guy is already in jail, right? And they're tying him back into another crime.
No. Yeah. So July 26th.
Or there's another crime and he's being tied to it.
Yes.
By
So
a current crime.
July 26, 2025 is when he killed Clinton and Kristen. And so through DNA, they're linking them to another murder.
Of course they are.
In 2020. Wow. So look at this. Possible links to other unsolved cases. Authorities are reviewing potential ties between McCann and other violent incidents. Vermont in 2023, investigators in Vermont are examining whether McCann could be connected to the deaths of the honoree Fleming, a university dean shot on a rail trail where detectives reached out to Arkansas counterparts to link this. She's also linked to the 2020 one I talked about, also in a state park.
You know what? I think that, like, one, fuck this dude. Like, are you serious? What a piece of shit. But also, it's the devil's den.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Are we talking about satanic practices here? Is he sacrificing people for the devil?
No, it's just that's what
sacrificing people for God.
That's just what the state park is named. So according to this, there's
Who's
three
naming that state park, though?
There's thousands of
Devil's
state parks called
Den?
There's a lot of them. There's like probably, I guess if you look it up right now, there's probably one
I'm
in
looking
Colorado.
it up right now. I gotta go. All right. How many parks reference the devil?
So me looking at this is there's 3 state parks where people have been stabbed on a trail and they're trying to link his DNA. Look at this guy. He looks fucking nuts, dude.
Who is it? It's
there's a satanic link.
McCann. Told you, dude.
I wonder if it's just that. Or they're just saying the same shit that you did. Yeah, this is clickbait. Getting clickbaited right now.
Okay. Either way, I told you.
You are the clickbait.
You know
so
what?
Who's arrested for these charges. And that's all we can tell you for right now, but that is nuts.
So there are 4 state parks in the U.S. that reference the devil.
Mm-hmm.
We have Devil's Den State Park. We have Devil's Lake State Park in Wisconsin. We have Devil's Fork State Park in South Carolina. And of course, this one is in Texas. It is the Devil's Water Hole.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily a state park. It's within Inks Lake State Park. Inks Lake State Park. Anyways, Devil's Den is, if you're trying to cause trouble, it's a good place to go, I guess.
I think you're infatuating yourself on the wrong thing.
Oh, for sure. I'm definitely focusing on the wrong thing.
So if we hear more
information,
if we hear him being linked to these, we will let you know.
Yep, we'll keep you updated on that one. But I did remember at least seeing something that there was like a teacher that was involved with this whole thing.
Can you believe this kid was an elementary school teacher?
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying.
Just fucking out there stabbing.
There's a lot of screaming and stuff like that going around. I don't know. It can be infuriating. I don't think that should lead you to murder.
No, I don't think anything should be able to lead you to murder. Unless it's like for like survival, like to save your kids or something.
Yep. Like Liam Neeson.
Yeah. 3 times.
3?
There's
3 takens?
There's
wow,
3 takens.
That's too many. That's too. Like,
how do you? Second one was
how do you keep
many?
misplacing your kids that many times? Like, what is going on here?
How is he not arrested for fucking murder?
Or how did you not just like put a security detail on the kids? Get Denzel to do it. He does these same kind of movies. Have him do it.
Well, I think on the second one they were like, all right, his mom, his wife, and daughter got abducted, and he was like, you can't. He's like, you have to go with your mother. Like, you can't go just by yourself.
And they took them both. God, she has bad luck.
Either that or they have really good ideas for movies.
Maybe. Oh, so you're saying that this whole thing isn't real and it's not about an actual story?
Precisely.
Okay. So
what
speaking
got,
of
dude?
Actual stories, do you know anything about the Snowtown murders?
No, not off the top of my head.
So it's this serial killer group. I don't even want to necessarily call them a cult because they didn't necessarily like have a religious or whatever overtone to them. They just kind of killed people that they didn't like.
Okay. When was this?
There's a group of people and they were caught in the like late 90s.
Okay.
But anyways, just this last week, James Vlasakis was released from prison. So he was the youngest member of this group. When they convicted him, he was 19, but the killing went all the way back to when he could have been 14 or 13.
Wow.
Anyways, he was obviously tried as an adult in this, and he's the only one that was given an actual, like, he wasn't sentenced to life. His uncle was the ringleader for this whole thing, John Bunting, and John Bunting and his two other friends, I believe, are like no parole, life in prison kind of thing. But James Vlasakis participated in 4 of the 11 murders that took place with this group, and one is sparking crazy outrage from people that are living in that area that this dude is being released from prison.
That's crazy. Why?
The dude, it was his uncle, and he didn't have a strong family, so he spent all of his time at his uncle's house. And whether you think he was pressured into doing it or indoctrinated into doing it, something like, I can see the reason why he was not sentenced to life in prison when he was sentenced at 19 for his crimes that he had committed when he was 14 or something like that. But I get it on the other side too. This guy's probably not like the coolest guy you want hanging next to your kids when you're, like, hey, we're going to go have date night and we're going to leave our 14-year-old kid home next to the dude who just got released from jail for murdering a bunch of people.
No, it makes sense. Why would you not relocate that person?
Okay, you relocate it. It's like a bear. You just like trank it and like move it to another like part of the country.
Why did they say why he was let out? Just because that was it?
He served time.
And how come he was the
years
only
were up?
So he just had one lifetime sentence.
Yeah,
because he murdered one person.
It's Australia. They don't have the same thing as we do, where like a life sentence means 25 years, but then you can tack on however many, whatever. He was sentenced to, I believe it was 26 years in prison, and had no incidents, I guess, while in jail. And as soon as like his first opportunity for parole, he was granted parole. So he must have done pretty good in jail, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So like, let's where's this plot thicken? What happens after this?
I don't know. I mean, like, there's no
he's just
plot.
released.
This is just happening. We just have a serial killer. It's never it doesn't happen, right? You don't release serial killers back out to the world. People that have murdered not one but multiple people and have been convicted for those crimes.
How many people was he convicted for? Wow.
It's not the full 11 that John Bunting and the other main sidekick guy were convicted of, but 4 is a lot.
Yeah, it's technically one more than you're supposed to be named to be a serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that sucks for whoever lives close to him in Australia.
Speaking of sucking.
Okay.
I have one more. I couldn't not bring up this story. Okay. So we're in Seattle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this man goes up, he drives up, parks his truck next to this motorhome, pulls out a hose.
Who's in Seattle?
The dead of the night. This man. I don't even have the name for it. It's definitely like,
okay.
I didn't research it a ton, but so this guy goes into his trunk, gets the hose out, goes to what he believes is the gas tank, right? Stuffs the hose in there, starts to suck on the hose to siphon gas out of the mobile.
You suck the shit out?
It's the sewage tank. And police were called to respond to this man who was just vomiting on the side of the road next to a mobile home. Just puking shit. So he's not even being pressed with charges. I saw this and I thought that it was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. And I don't really have any more details. I didn't dig into it a ton, but he was curled up in his own vomit, which was also shit.
No shit. No shit.
No, all shit. So that's I think all I've got for our Hell on Earth segment.
All right, let's go into our wonderful horror news.
Jamie, what are we covering this week in horror news?
Well, I'm guessing we're going to talk about weapons.
Yeah.
I'm guessing because since last week you
watched it just today.
I did. I watched it like 5 hours ago.
In your little brain, dude.
It is fresh in my
How many
little
beers
brain.
did you have during that movie?
I had 1 beer before the movie. You're not allowed to bring beer in.
Why?
I don't know. That was the rule. So I got there and I was like, oh, can I get a to-go beer? And they're like, oh, no, we don't do the beers in the theater.
In the theater? Okay, so I guess you can just like mark that one off. Like you're not going to be going back to that theater.
Well, the other one that's owned by the same company lets me bring beers in. And I didn't want to be like, well, the other one lets me, because I didn't want to be that person.
Yeah, I need to talk to your manager.
Well, let me tell you what. At the other place that I go to, they let me. I'm like, no, I just followed the rule. Well, so.
Okay, damn.
I could also sneak them into my pockets like I do,
I know, but if you're
school.
going in and there's a bar in the movie theater, I'd assume that you could bring your drinks from the bar into the movie theater.
I guess not. But it's the closest movie theater that plays like horror movies.
Yeah.
The other ones,
you've got a couple that are small that play like the hits.
Yeah, just like I think Superman and Captain America have been there for the entire month.
I think we need to just acknowledge it though, that this movie is a fucking hit.
It's literally 15. It was number one this weekend.
Yeah.
Number one movie in the world, 15 million worldwide.
I don't know what the budget on it, but it's got to be close to that. I'm guessing they probably hit my guess is probably 100 million. So they made half of it back in the first weekend.
Yeah. So let us start off with your official thoughts.
My initial thoughts were that I was once again disappointed by how hyped up I got for a movie. Now, I will not say that I thought the movie was bad, but I will say I thought this was going to be the greatest movie of the whole year, which has come out with some bangers. I expected it to, without question, be the number one movie of the year. And I did not feel anywhere close to that for this movie.
No, I am exactly the same as you. People ask me, like, how was it? I'm like, it was good. It was a good movie. It did not suck.
I need to go back and see again. I think that there's parts of it that I didn't love it. I definitely didn't love it. I thought that it was good. I think that, I think this is such a new movie. We shouldn't really run any spoilers. I think that people should go see this movie also. Yes. Definitely go see it. It is 100% worth the watch. Is it as good as some of the other movies that we've seen this year? I do not think so, but I definitely think that it's worth a watch, and it might be your thing.
Well, I was talking to someone, and they're like, well, which movie was better to you? And I was like, 28 years later, because I didn't have that expectation of that movie being good.
I thought that movie was going to suck.
I literally was just like, this is going to be okay. And then it's like, it tugs so hard on my heartstrings. It was like that good of a movie that I was like, fuck. So maybe that's what I expected out of Weapons, because we've been hyping this up since January.
Well, but it's not just us. And I was trying to have this conversation with someone they were like, well, but you're in the horror movie world, right? You're going to get these ads. You're going to see all this. I was like, no, this was just it felt like Long Legs, where it was like, this is being told and touted as the next greatest horror masterpiece. And I thought that the movie was good.
Yes. Also the twist that happens in it, someone told us on TikTok, we were posting a clip about us being excited about it, and someone's like, let me spoil this movie for you. This is what happens. And I was like, no. And I'm like, no way. And then it actually happened. And I'm like, this was 2 or 3 weeks ago. So it's like, how's this person know?
Yeah.
Why is it being an asshole? Or did they predict it?
Either
smart
pirated it, or there's these things that go out from test releases and
that
stuff
early.
Like that. Yeah, for sure. Not that I have any experience with that at all.
We all know that you don't. So you're a very good boy.
So
you love your mama and Jesus and horses. I do.
Well, not Jesus, but wait, are you talking about Tom Petty right now?
Yeah, I just quoted Tom Petty. Duh.
Love that, dude. You tried to shoehorn it in there, and I'm just not going to stand for it.
So I was thoroughly entertained.
Yeah.
It was definitely better than I Know What You Did Last Summer. The last movie I watched in the theater.
So much better than I Know What You Did Last Summer. The movie is not as much of a... I hope I didn't spoil anything to you, because I talked to you just before you went in. But it's not necessarily what I would consider a horror movie.
No, right? This is more
it's a slow burn thriller.
I think this is definitely a suspense thriller. for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe they called it horror because of a little bit of things in the end, but like
there's horror elements for sure, but I think that's kind of what we've talked about so many times is that like horror, the genre has increased its what that encompasses, right? Like this is definitely a horror movie. It would go on the shelves in a blockbuster as horror. It will go on Netflix as a horror, but it's like more of like a mystery. I don't even think it's necessarily even like a thriller so much.
But if you think about like if you put like Ryan Coogler's like directorial movies like Barbarian and Weapons,
yeah,
pretty fucking good.
They are good for
yes,
sure.
Like would I say that I like Weapons better than Barbarian? Probably not.
No chance. No chance at all.
Because we were not expecting Barbarian.
I mean, I think that they did a pretty good job hyping up Barbarian. I remember like specifically like at work and stuff like that, talking about it with the people that like you know, prior to the time, like being like, hey, this movie looks really good.
So I remember that, but it was not nearly what they hyped up for Weapons.
Yeah. No, this was Longlegs level hype, right? And like we've never seen it before, and maybe it's because like this is what we're doing now, and so maybe this person's kind of like right saying they're like, well, yeah, but you're seeing these reviews and you're seeing these people and your interviews and the hype that is going on around this movie because that's the scene that you're tied into now.
Yes,
as this is what you're doing as a podcast. But at the same time, it is so over the top from what I've seen from other movies that we thought were fantastic this year.
Yes. No, I thought they hyped up 28 years later as well.
They did, but it was like a normal release hype. Like this was being touted as like the next greatest horror like movie. Like you can't not watch this movie. And I don't think that that's necessarily true. I think that this is a good horror movie. I think that they did a really cool job. We go back to this thing of like non-linear storytelling, which I am a fan of. I know some people are not a fan of. They think it's like a scapegoat of like, oh, we can trick people because people don't actually know what's going on. And so we can tease things and we don't have to tell that good of a story. But I think that the non-linear storytelling isn't necessarily so much non-linear, but it's person by person experiencing things as they happen. So it's almost like a multi-linear storytelling. I thought that was really cool. And they were able to tease things to the audience and then pull away from it without revealing more than they wanted to. And I thought that was maybe the strongest point of the whole movie was the chapters, I guess I would call it, of the movie. Were you at all surprised by the ending? Did you see it coming?
No. Once I saw
especially the
a certain person, I'm like, no, yeah. Once I saw that person up in like people that kept seeing the weird jump scare that they tried to do like in the chandelier, I'm like, yeah, this person's right. God damn it.
Yep.
And then you see this person go talk to.
We should find this person and
Benedict. Yeah, then they go talk to Benedict Wong as the principal, and I'm like, this Gladys. I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely makes sense now.
Yeah,
I still think it was really creative.
Very creative. I think that's what we've kind of. I don't know.
Do I understand why? I'm sorry. Do I understand why it's considered weapons?
No. I mean, like, there's literally one line in the movie, I think they reference it.
He looks like a missile, right?
Aimed like a weapon or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see, like, they have the marketing and the idea behind it was really cool. I think they did a really good job with taking this story that, you know, you got to figure out what happens to these kids, and they did really creepy with like the weird arm run thing. I saw a video that was dissecting the script where in the script it's written that they have this, you know, because the movie starts out and there's this narration that is happening from, I'm assuming, a girl telling the story like a bunch of years later about this event that happened earlier in her life.
For like a kid? I don't know. Yeah. I thought that was weird too. Let's not go into
know who that narrator is.
Yeah, let's not go into let's not spoil this.
Yeah.
Let's just go. Did you watch anything else?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm watching a couple like other shows, but don't really have anything to do with horror movies.
Were you watching Friends? I get it.
Yeah, dude. That and Grey's Anatomy again.
Oh, nice. Yep. So I started watching Dexter's Original Sin.
Is that
It's hard to follow because
that's
there's
the
so many
previous,
Dexter.
like the prequel?
Yeah, so there's so many
Okay.
Dexter. There's a new Dexter called Dexter Resurrection, which I was assuming is him getting out of the coma and waking up. And before I was like, I don't
What
want to
coma?
watch this. So there's also this one called New Blood they have to watch
That's
too.
the one. Okay, so
Yeah.
there's the original 8. Is it 8 seasons, right?
Yes.
And then the next one to come out is New Blood,
Yes.
and that's Dexter. He's like up in Alaska, or
I don't know. I've never seen that one.
Oh, okay. I've watched, I think, the first or second episode of it, and not that I thought that it was bad. I, for some reason, just didn't keep watching it. And then they did the kid Dexter.
Yes.
Right?
Original Sin.
Okay, yeah, and that's the one you're watching. And then
That's
they
the
have
one.
one after. Jesus,
Resurrection. Yes.
that's why it's so good to see like horror movies having new shit, because you can just recycle shit until it fucking drives you crazy.
I thought I was not gonna like Original Sin.
Yeah,
But
because I don't. Did you like the first or like the Dexter series that much?
I loved like the first 5 seasons.
Okay,
And I thought it
kind of
was
weird.
good. Yeah. But I'm thoroughly enjoying this Original
Okay.
Sin.
Cool. Thumbs up
I don't
from
know,
Jamie on
All right.
Dexter.
I don't know where to
Original
go
Sin.
from there. I'm sorry, did you want to still talk about weapons?
I'm good. I think that we obviously tell everyone to go watch Weapons, tell everyone to go watch Original Sin, because it kind of seems like it's good.
Yes. All right.
What else
What
you
else
got?
you got? But I got nothing.
No, you're next.
I just told
Are you
you.
checking your
I'm
pulse?
checking my pulse. Yeah.
Why am I
dead
getting
right-
all riled up, dude?
I'm all riled up right now.
All
I'm
right.
all willy-nilly.
So we're going to this new section that we created last time. You remember it?
I do.
Questions from the Crypt.
Why? What? You just have to have names for everything like a fucking dork.
Yeah, kind of. It's really fun. I love naming stuff, dude.
I know you did. It's okay.
All right. So if you're stuck in a horror movie and it just so happens that the killer is invisible, but you could still smell them, who do you think would be the easiest killer to escape from? You
Jason.
can hear them, you can smell them. Jason's a good answer.
Yeah, I feel like lives in swamps.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a swamp dog for sure.
Or he lives in Voorhees, Tennessee. Or Voorhees, New Jersey. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. I was going to say, we're talking about New Jersey here.
Yeah.
What about Candyman? He's got the bees around him.
Yeah, it'd be easy to hear him for sure.
You could see the bees.
What about Ed Gein? You talk about real things.
I
You
don't.
smell him.
I think Ed Gein is probably. Yeah, he had to have been really stinky.
Or actually,
Yeah,
You
for
talk
sure.
about-
You're definitely right. Ed
if you
Gein.
talk about, if it's not, I guess it's not horror, but Richard Ramirez has always been known to be super smelly.
Yeah. No,
Like,
but
on
you
every
look at him
single
and you're like,
document-
that's a smelly guy. I bet he sweats
Yeah.
a lot. He's always
No,
wet.
people said.
Looks
people
like
said
he just got pulled out of the ocean.
Richard Ramirez, like people always said he smelled terrible.
Yeah.
But I guess
Yeah,
we're not.
his-
We're talking about horror. We're
He
talking
doesn't have time
about
to
horror.
shower, dude. He's trying to murder people for Satan.
Yeah.
What about Richard Chase? I
Oh,
bet he
yeah.
smelled bad.
Well, I guess we're talking about. Do you want serial
He
killers or
just
do you want
covered
horror
himself in.
movies?
Well, now you brought it up. Now I'm kind of.
I know that's what I was like.
I'm on
I
the whole
ruined
thing.
it. I ruined
No,
it. Maybe
you
it
didn't
was
ruin
me.
it. This is a segment that we're just
Oh.
bullshitting with each other.
So who do you think? Who do you think smells worse, Richard Chase or Richard Ramirez?
Richard Chase is distinctly covered in blood.
Yeah.
I think he's a
No.
stink dude.
I think Richard Ramirez just didn't shower or brush his teeth.
Yeah, he was just kind of like, yeah, if you were sitting next to him at like a bus stop, it was probably a bummer. But I think you could smell Richard Chase coming.
Yes. So
As far as non-real killers, I think Jason is a pretty good answer. Like the chains are going to be clinking. He is just living in a fucking lake. He's got to reek like everything bad. Like not even like old stale like lake water, but like his skin is also falling off his body.
Yeah, that was my thoughts exactly.
Although
I
is
was
he like, do you think he's down there and he's got like his like, you know, his Dove soap that he's like moisturizing himself at the bottom of the lake?
I doubt it.
I doubt it too. I'm just throwing things out there.
Next week, you can tune in to see if you think horror movie people also clean themselves with Dove.
Maybe it's Maybelline. And maybe it's murder.
Does Freddy also use Old Spice? Tune in next week.
No, Freddie is like a degree kind of guy, I feel like. No, Freddie uses Axe.
All right.
Freddie just sprays himself an
No,
Axe body spray.
Jason uses axes. I'm going to say that
That could be
Jason
another thing.
uses
Maybe,
Axe.
yeah.
Freddie uses herbal essence. This is like
You
a
think?
dream. Yeah, it's like a waterfall dream coming down.
That's fair.
Tune in next week.
I have a whole thing. You ready for it here?
I'm going
All
to
right.
apologize for this episode. I feel like we're not.
We're
we
on
really
top
dropped
of it,
the, we
dude.
dropped the
Don't
ball this
even.
episode.
I don't think we did. I think
Are
we're
you sure? Are
we
you
keep
sure?
the ball up. We're throwing half quarters at this point. So next week we meet the ultimate party crasher, aka the Count of Saint Germain. He rubbed elbows with kings. He swapped gossip with geniuses, and might have been alive for, I don't know, a couple hundred years. Immortal legend
Thousands.
or history's smoothest con artist. Either way, we're going to be covering him next week. But anyways, until next time, Jamie,
Stay weird.
stay wicked, stay wasted.